All right, guys. Very good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm visible and audible both, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. All right. So let's start today's sessions without any further delay. And 1 minute, please give me. Let me have a setup and all. Just 1 minute. All right, guys. So welcome you all in today's session. And let's start doing the discussion about the Palo Alto Firewall. And especially today, we are going to do the actual firewall configuration live. So you can see in this left side, you probably see in my firewall, right? This is the Palo Alto Firewall. You can see here. And we are going to configure this Palo Alto Firewall. These all ports are available. You guys can see. And based on that, all ports, right? We have to do the configuration step by step. I will show you how it is going to happen. So probably you able to see we have the different ports again available in my Palo Alto Firewall. Let me make in the frame. And what I'll do that, I will take the console X of the Palo Alto Firewall and I will do the live configurations from the CLI and this from the GUI both. Okay. And we'll see how basically this interface is going to look like. So you can see the port I just showed on the screen yesterday, means not yesterday, the Monday class, I believe. We have last class on Monday, right? So I explain this like we have a different ports, and I explain like we have the HA ports, we have the one HA port, two HA port, we have the management port, we have the console port. So by using this console port, you can see in front of me, I will do the basic configurations. Means I'll connect this console port to my laptop, not laptop, that's the board that's behind of me, that's board is available, and then we'll do the configurations. So very first thing guys, this is my console cable. You can see this is the console cable, and in this console cable we have the two type of the connector. One connector is going to be my USB connector. This is my USB connector, and another connector is going to be my RJ45 connector. So this USB connector, this side is going to my computer. This is the PC. The board is available in front of means the back side of me, and this RJ45 is going to be connected on this particular port, the console port. Here you can see. So I'm plugging this console port here, and then another side I'll connect to my laptop. So let me just make this connectivity, and let me just reset the frame. So you guys can see that. So now I'll just go and connect this computer till here. Probably I'll connect this to this one. So I just connected in my that particular panel. We have the USB port. After next what? The next step, once you've done this configuration, means connections, we require the software that is known as the putty software. So the putty must be installed in your this particular uh, session. But before that, we have to give the power of the firewalls. So I need to give the power supply. So just hold on. Without power supply, I cannot take the putty session and all. So let me give the power supply with the Palo Alto firewall, and then we'll see how it is going to be rebooted. So in backend side of the Palo Alto firewall, you have the power supply, and I given the Palo Alto power supply. You can see there is a noise is coming for that particular Palo Alto supply. Palo Alto firewall is booting up, so you can see some boot up noise is coming, and then after what is going to happen, we'll have to connect this Palo Alto firewall with the serial cable. This serial cable is basically the console cable. The console cable I showed you, the same console cable is going to there. But very important thing, guys, here it's asking for the COM port. So you require the COM port that need to be defined. So what is the COM port and how I can find the COM port? To figure out the COM port, basically you have to go in device manager. So let me type the device manager. But my keyboard is not going to work. Give me 1 second. Let me connect this USB somewhere. Hold on, guys. Okay, let me see that. Now if my keyboard is going to work. Yeah, it's working. So I will go in device manager. Under this device manager, you have to go and find this ports COM port and the LNT. And see where this your USB cable is connected. That's very important, guys. So my USB is connected on the COM port. That is basically, see, this is the cable, USB serial cable. And what is that cable? This cable. This is the USB to serial connector. This cable is showing here. And what is the COM port this cable is showing? This port COM port is showing, that is the COM port 3. Is it clear how to find the COM ports? Once you connect the cable, one side RJ45, another side on your computer laptop, it will detect that one of the USB serial cable is connected. That's CS340, and that's COM port is 3. Is it clear? This concept is clear to everyone? Yes, right?
Yes.
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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now what you have to do that after this, you basically have to go on your putty section, and here you have to write the COM port 3. Just go and put the COM port 3. Sorry, not 13. It should be 3. After that, you not have to select the SSH, not the other telnet. You have to select the serial connections, and the speed is recommended is 9600 for all the console cable. So my firewall boot up has been completed, and after that you can click on the open. Once you click the open, see this is the firewall interface. Something coming. You can see this is the firewall. Actually, this is a firewall, and probably it is booting up. So I'll press enter here. I'll click on the firewall. It will take a little bit time, but you see this is talking like firewall login. Hold on. It will take a little bit time, but this must be going to be login. So you guys have to wait a little bit, because it's showing like initial boot up, it is going to show you this kind of interface. You can see the login PA820 firewall PA820, but we'll have to get the login window in this side, and we have to log in this firewall. Let me change the language. It's going to be India English. All right.
Sir, is it possible to share the screen, because on the on big display
Yeah, it's not
the things
possible.
are
I
not
can save
clear?
the screen because there is no internet on this now. Zoom is connected in different method. I'll make the bigger side of this particular keyboard. Don't worry. Okay. Let me make the bigger size. Change settings. I need to show you. Is it clear now? But why
Yes, it is now.
login
Thank
is
you.
not coming? Yeah. The login is not coming. Hold on, guys. For some reason, this login is not working. Let me try. Let me retry again. Hold on, guys. Let me retry again. For some reason, it's not working correctly. So I will try again. So you can see COM port has been gone. So again, I connect my console cable, and we'll see what is the COM port. So now COM port again, it identifies as a 3. And that is going to be COM port 3. Oh, sorry. It's going to be 3. And let me try one more time. Yeah, now it's fine. So sometime it's happened. It creates some issue when you connect the first time console cable. So I just reconnect the cable, and I'll just make the changes of this particular firewall on the bigger font later. Is it visible to everyone? The size is visible to everyone? Or I'll make,
Yes.
let me make as a 18. Okay, it's going to be a little bit bigger than. Okay, now. So initial login, whenever going to log in the Palo Alto firewall, what is the initial login is going to happen? then that we have to configure. So initial login is going to be your admin and admin. But in here, we are configuring the Palo Alto Firewall. So it's going to be admin and it is going to be my password, which I saved it. So this is my initial configuration of the Palo Alto Firewall. Let me go in the different size so I can just show you the clear board, how it is going to be look like. Hold down. So you can see this is firewall is active, and if I run the command show system info, you're going to get system info, means what is my Palo Alto firewall model. You can see this one is the Palo Alto firewall model. It's a PA820. What is this IP address? 192.168. And what is this IP address? This is a management IP address. So basically this firewall is in the productions. But if you're going to get the new firewall, this IP is not going to be there. This IP is going to be 192.168.1.1. Brand new firewall. So you have to change this IP address. But in this situation, we have this IP address, and after that, we have this default gateway, and this IP has been assigned to this firewall as a static. It's not from the DSCP. So if you want to change the DSCP, I will show you how it is going to happen. And then this is the gateway, and then this is the Palo Alto firewall serial number. You can see. And what is the software version running? That's the 10.1.5.1h. And if you have the global protect client, that is 6.2.8 C223. So we have the app version also, we have the device directory release also, and the app release date also, means everything we have. And if I go a little bit down, you can see we have the URL filtering license. We have
So
the
what is this global protect version?
this is the one of the software which is going to be for the remote VPNs. If you want to use the remote VPN, this software is going to be used. For remote access VPN, it is going to be used. So we have the multiple type of VPN. Have you used this VPN? Cisco AnyConnect? Do you guys know Cisco?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Cisco AnyConnect. So this Cisco AnyConnect VPN is going to work with the Cisco firewall, right? If you are going to use the 40 client, this is going to for the 40 gate. Okay. If you are going for the global protect, this is again VPN for the Palo Alto. So these all are for the VPN. If you are going to use the G-scaler, they use the GCC client connector for the G-scaler, and this is for the GIA, GPA, and JDX. Okay, so these are the kind of the VPN. So Global Protect is also acting as a VPN connectivity. Make sense, guys? Is it clear?
yes, sir. Sir, why it's showing 0?
Which one?
AV version and AV release, threat version.
This version might be not updated, so that's why showing the wildfire version 0, because we have to upgrade the versions. There are different versions. I'll show you. So you have to get the latest version from the internet, then it is going to be updated. So might be this firewall is not updated, and due to that it's showing 0. Or there is another person, this firewall license has been expired, so we have to renew the license. That's why the reason it's not showing the correct version. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So in the
also
software
see-
version, the keyword having H1, so it is a minor version, kind of.
Yes, that's like we have the versions. If you go for the any kind of the Palo Alto version, let's suppose you have the versions. Your version is going to be major version 10.0, right? Another is going to be 10.1.0. Then we have the 11.0.0. We have the 11.1.0, like this one. So between this, we have the multiple minor versions, like it could be 10.0.1, 10.0.2h, anything could be that happen. 10.1.10, these are the minor versions. So major version, this is known as the base version. If anything, 0.0.0 means any 8.0, 8.1.0, 9.0.0, 9.1.0, 10.0.0, 10.1.0, 11.0.0, 11.1.0, so on. These all are basically known as the base version. We have the also concept the preferred version. Preferred version, the most stable version of the Palo Alto firewall. So sometime when I'll explain the how to upgrade the Palo Alto Firewall, we have to understand how the perfect version is also going to be used. Okay, clear? Makes
Yes,
sense, guys?
thank you.
All right.
Yes.
So you can say these all information you are getting, and based on that, you are going to be get that particular like configuration. Now, if you want to check another command, show interface all, it is going to give the all interface informations. So right now you see I have the lot of interfaces, but there are the Ethernet interface, Ethernet 1 interface we have, Ethernet 2 interface we have the dedicated HA ports as well. We have the dedicated HA1 and HA2 ports. What is the HA1 port, guys? Anyone? What is the HA1 port?
Control.
Sorry?
High
For
availability.
control connection, for control.
Control connection. This is for data connections, right? For the building
Yes,
data.
yes.
We have the loopback port, we have the VLAN port, we have the tunnel ports. But there is no management interface available here. You guys never see that management interface ports. So how we can see the management interface port? We have the lot of interfaces, but there is no management interface port. So to see the management interface, you have to run the command show interface management. This is going to show the your management port, and this is the management port IP address, subnet mask. And what all services are by default going to allow in the management interface? If I have the management interface, what all services are going to allow by default?
Being HTTPS.
SSH, HTTPS, and ping.
And ping. These all three are going to be allowed, right? So these are going to be allowed in the management interface. You just always have to remember. So if I want to take the GUI access, how I can take the GUI access this particular firewall? Any idea?
Through HTTPS 192 and default IP.
Yes. So let me connect one of the LAN cables so I can take the GUI access also. This is a firewall. Just give me 1 second. Let me do that. Give me 1 second. I'm just bringing one of the LAN cables so I can take the GUI access. I can show you how we can take the GUI access of particular firewalls as well. Give me a few seconds, guys. I'm just arranging cables. I forgot to bring the cable. Okay, so this is my one of the LAN cable. Okay, I need to connect one which port on the Palo Alto firewall. Anyone can confirm which port is going to be required? Where I need to connect this cable?
Management port.
Management
GMP
port.
port.
Management.
So here is my Palo Alto management port, and I need to connect this on the management port. So I connected, and you can see the LED start glowing. Probably if you are able to see that, my LED start glowing. So what next I have to do that, I need to go on my PC, and after going on the PC, I need to check whether my management interface is pingable or not. And my PC also should be the same network. So let me first try whether I'm able to ping my Palo Alto file management interface or not. So I will check what is my PC IP address. My PC IP address should be the same IP address, whatever it's a Palo Alto firewall management IP address. So let me verify. So probably I'm in the same network. I'll go and check IP config. Yeah, I'm in the same network. Okay. Only difference is the second router, but in the routing we have done in the backend. Router is doing the routing between the 192.168.10. Sorry, 192.168.1.0 and 0.0. Both subnet are superneted. So if I try to ping my management IP of the Palo Alto firewall, should be reachable. What was that IP address? 46, right?
146.
192.168 dot. And see, I'm able to ping. So if I'm able to ping, that means I can able to log into the firewall. How I can log in the firewall? I need to go on my dashboard. I mean the browser, and here I need to type HTTPS
192.168.1.6.
192, and this is going to be 146. Press enter. And see, it's showing that connection isn't private, some non-secure. Why it is happening? Because Palo Alto Firewall is using the self-signed certificate, and those self-signed certificate basically required a certificate need to install for the browser, and that is not available in the browser. Because of that, it's showing this particular error. So what I can do that, I can ignore this error, I can go to the advanced because this is certificate error. I will later show how it's going to fix. And I click on the continue, right? And once you click on the continue, it is going to log in my firewall. Hold on. Yeah, it's log into the firewall. Now, this is the actual Palo Alto firewalls, and you guys have to put your username and password, then it is going to be login. So my username is going to be admin, and the password actually we set it. I just put it here. And now see, I'm in the Palo Alto firewalls. So now let's understand step by step how this Palo Alto firewall is going to be understand in terms of the GUI. Because this is a real firewall, so you guys have to understand how this firewall is going to be look like. So once I configure this Palo Alto firewall, you can see very first thing, welcome to the PAN OS 10.1, right? And this is just a version. You want to read this important, what is the application ID, cloud engines, about the SaaS security inline subscriptions. They're talking about the advanced URL filtering subscription, new detection of the DNS security. This is a DNS sinkhole feature. DNS security is basically DNS sinkhole. I will explain what is a DNS sinkhole and how it is going to work. Cloud identity engines, right? We have to discuss about the network packet broker, a lot of things we have. So I can just simply say do not show again. You want to learn different, just all about the marketing and some great feature of the Palo Alto. I can just close it. If you close it, you're going to be get this kind of the interface. In this interface, you see there is a high availability configuration also. And this HA is basically showing down because I break the my firewalls which was earlier in the HA and I bring to just demonstrate. So because of that, it's showing as the active stage because HA cable is not connected. So you can see HA port is also down and HA1 and HA2 and heartbeat is also down. Everything is down. So only my local is claiming as I'm the active firewall. And basically they are the ports on the Palo Alto firewall. These ports are showing red. Why? Because they are the down. Every port are down because we do not have any connectivity, but we are not able to see any kind of the ports for the HA here. So HA port you cannot find here. HA port always you're going to find and see in the high availability sections. Means whatever port you're going to connect, you can see the HA dedicated port are available here. And also the backup port is available and HA2 port is available. So that's why you're not able to see the HA. I will explain later how HA is going to look like. And most important, if I go and put this one on the top, right? Hold on. You can just drag and drop. If you want to see this information on the very first top, you can see that. So general information about the Palo Alto firewall. What is general information? It is showing that what is my device name. If you want to change device name, I can change my device name as well. So device name, what is my management IP address? Okay. What is my gateway address? And I mentioned that on the management IP, we allow the 3 services, but how I can find my interfaces? Even this section, we do not have any interfaces for the HA and management. So from where I can get the management interfaces? To get management interface, guys, you have to go in the device and you have to go in the setup. Okay. And here you are going to find the management. And in this management, if you just go, sorry, not management, go in the interface. And here you're going to find this is the management interface. And this is the IP address. And I explained we have the 3 services enabled. The ping, HTTPS and SSH. This is the 3 services you can see here. This is going to be enabled. So these are the 3 services. By default, HTTPS, SSH and ping is going to be there. And this is the IP address. If you want to connect this firewall with a DHCP client, then it is going to get IP address from the DHCP server. But right now, this firewall is getting IP address from that particular statically, which I define manually and the gateway I define. And these 3 services. But I want to enable the HTTP and telnet as well. I can do that also allow in this particular configuration. Choice is mine how I want to do that. But if I want, I can do that. Clear till here? You guys see how management
So these
IP
are by default configurations like MTU is 1500 by default.
Yes. These are the by default MTU also for management interface. You want to lower down, you can make the lower down. And by default, HTTP, yes, and SSH and ping is going to be allowed here.
Yeah,
Clear?
sure. Thank you.
Any doubt, guys, till here? I hope everyone is clear till here and agree
So
with me. Okay. So now after this management interface, if you go in the dashboard again, Okay. There is a one more address, that is the management MAC address. This is the management interface MAC address, and trust me guys, this is going to be very important. In case if you want to build the HA and your priority of the both firewall is going to be equal, if you want to especially configure the HA and priority of the both firewall is going to be equal, then this management interface is going to play a very vital role. So keep this address very important in your memory. If both firewall HA, if priority is going to be same, this management interface is going to be tiebreaker. And most of the time, the interviewer is going to just ask questions. What is the use of the management MAC address? So one thing, definitely management IP is going to map on this particular management address. And secondary, whatever, if you have the two firewalls communicated to each other and the HA you want to configure, this management interface is going to act as a tiebreaker if priority is going to be same. Clear? Till here? And now we have the serial number. This is software version. So Palo Alto Firewall is running on this
Lowest
software.
will win in HA.
Sorry?
Lowest MAC address will win or
Yes,
highest?
lowest MAC address will win the conditions. If you have the lowest MAC address, then it is going to win, or either lowest priority if you're configured, then it is going to win.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you see this is the versions, software versions. So software version is for the global protect. This is the PAN OS, and this is the global protect. This is the app versions, device directory, URL filtering. There's zero. There's no version available. Global protect client VPN no availables, and you can see this is the uptime. What is my date today? 19th November, and uptime is just 20 minutes because I started, and plugin is this one. So software version is basically if you go in the devices. If you go in devices, you are going to get the softwares. If you click on the software, right? After clicking the software, you can going to find a lot of softwares here. Let me show you. So right now it's connected to the internet. So it is showing that we have the software 9.1.1. We have the 11.0.14.s6. We have the 11 version, 11.1 version, and that also we have the 10.0.4.s6 version also. So this is basically install, right? This software is install. You can download and you can install the software, whatever you want to install and download. It is absolutely possible. You can download and install. So right now it is not showing because if I just check with the internet, it is going to throw me error because right now this firewall doesn't have the direct contract with the Palo Alto firewalls. So it is not going to download this internet because we have to check the internet connectivity also. There is two things required. One is your Palo Alto must be able to reach this particular address. Then it is going to only get the informations. So in case you are building the very new firewall, your Palo Alto firewall must be reachable to this address. Let me go in the services. This update.paloaltonetwork.com. If it is updated, you just go on your Palo Alto firewall and you just have to ping host, and you have to make sure that is reachable. So you can see it is not reachable because my firewall do not able to resolve the DNS. So let me try with the DNS configuration as well. And I will configure the DNS server. Let me put as a 1.1.1 and secondary I'll put as a 8.8.8. So they are not able to resolve any URL, and then I'll check it. So this is how you can configure DNS primary and secondary. And now I have a DNS server, okay, and let me commit and then I'll check again whether it is able to resolve or not. So just wait for a while, guys. So DNS is basically when you want to ping any URL, the URL must be resolved in the DNS. So your firewall must have the DNS configuration. If it is not there in the DNS configuration, it is not going to resolve. So that's why I configure purposefully DNS, and then I will try to check whether my firewall is able to connect with the internet or not. Because right now the error is showing that the firewall doesn't have the connectivity with the internet. Unless we not have the connectivity with the internet, the firewall is not going to get the latest update from the internet. So just wait. Any configuration we are doing in the Palo Alto firewall, by default it is not going to apply, and that is known as the candidate configuration. Any configuration you're doing and it's not committed, it's known as the candidate config. If you commit this configuration, then only going to apply in the actual productions, and this is going to be actually become your running configurations. So in Cisco router and switches, whenever you're going to do any command, it is going to immediately apply on the router and switches. But in this Palo Alto, even the Juniper router, any configuration we're doing that, by default, it is not going to apply unless or until you're going to make the commit. And commit will take little time. It's not immediately going to happen. Sometimes it take 2 to 5 minutes to commit the configuration. So you have to watch what is the progress of commit. Once commit is going to happen, you cannot roll back the configurations. You can roll back, but there is a method of the rollbacking the configuration. You have to take the back of the configuration manually, or might be using the configuration revision numbers. I will explain later on how it is going to happen. But the right now, until this commit is going to be completed, this is known as a candidate configuration, unsaved configuration. You can say that unapplied, unsaved configuration in the Palo Alto Firewall. So let's wait. Once commit is happen, then we can proceed. So you can see now suddenly commit has been completed and it's successful. You can see the result as well. It's showing that commit has been done. Suddenly commit has been completed and successful as well. So now let me again check what is happening. So I will go here because NTP is now configured. So I'll go in the Palo Alto Firewall and I'll try to check again. The same command I will try to do that. And see right now it's a start pinging to my global DNS. So you guys understand how I fixed the global DNS issue configuration. Means there was no means the DNS server configuration, because of that it was not able to ping. But the moment I configure the Palo Alto DNS, it will start working and it start pinging to the my destinations. So now if I go again and I go on the this sections, software update, right? And now I'll check again. Let's wait. Once it is going to be give me the list of the versions, I will create the check now again. This time probably it is going to throw me error. You not have the correct license and you cannot download that. So let me try again. Check now. It's checking now. So now it is reaching to the update server, because earlier we not have the connectivity. It was not able to reach, but now my firewall is reaching to the update server and it's trying to fetch the information, not throwing error. But let's wait what is going to give the real-time updates.
Sir, today screen visibility is not good. I don't know whether it is for me or
No problem, no problem. I
any.
will probably it's not visible, no problem. Let me try.
Okay.
Hold on,
For
hold on.
me also, sir. It's little blurry.
Hold on, guys. Is it better now? Is it visible or not?
No, still same.
Okay, let me make the bigger font. Now, you're watching on the mobile or what?
Monitor only,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm using laptop and mobile both.
Okay, let me try to. Okay, no problem. So probably I need to adjust the color and all. So definitely I'll share my screen again. I'll explain these all things.
Sure.
And let me see, guys, if I can change something color wise as well. I need to, I believe, have to setting that particular configuration and all. But wait, no worry. So basically we have to click, and after that we just going to get this firmware versions. Right now it's not fetching, but if you have the any firmware version available, that is going to fetch all the firmware version, and then after you're going to be able to see all the information which is available for this particular Palo Alto firewall. Now let's suppose if it is not able to fetch for some reasons, any firmware version is not able to fetch from the Palo Alto firewall, then what is another way around? You can download the firmware versions from Palo Alto support portals. Means there are a Palo Alto support portals. By going on the Palo Alto support portal, you can download the firmware version and you can upload this firmware version from here. You just require the firmware version file, that pan OS file, and you can directly upload from here. So I did in past for the few versions, but if you guys have the actual requirement, you can do that also in your case as well. All right. So this is how this is a firmware is going to come. Let me back again. So right now my software is running on this particular version, that is a 10.5.1. Similarly, if you go in a device again and the global protect client version, this might be also going to show one of the global protect versions. let me see. So this is my global product versions, and I want to reactivate. I can do that, but currently it's installed and activated. And I want to just check any other version is available. Then that can also I can check from here. So right now it is not updating any my latest version, but if I have, it is going to show me the all updated version for the my global product as well. Similarly, we have the dynamic updates. What is dynamic updates, guys? Dynamic updates basically going to give the all latest your updates regarding the threads. You can see application and threads. This section you can see anything about the global protect. You can check also any threads, any global protect, any kind of the antivirus, any vulnerability. They all are going to be updated. And these dynamic updates are very powerful. You can see even showing the device directory. Earlier it was not, but now it's showing the device directory as well. So these are the actual signatures. These signatures are going to be basically helpful to just protect any kind of the communication which is happening from your network, and it is going to any kind of the real-time malware detections, real-time any kind of the vulnerability detections, threat preventions, wildfire communication. These all are going to be happen. So most important, guys, dynamic updates must be updated for your all firewalls. And how you can do that? These dynamic updates you can schedule, means every day or weekly. Right now you can schedule this dynamic update, means it's not like every time you have to do the manual configuration. No, you don't have to do the every time manual configuration. You can simply use a dynamic update by using that recurrence. Recurrence means you have to do the weekly 30 minutes, you can do that daily basis. Every 30 minutes it can be updated. Every hour you can update it. Every day you can update it, or if you want to update on the weekly, you can do that also. Means any day you can decide. If you want to do on the Wednesday, it can be possible. If you want to do any time on the day, generally we do on the midnight, so that is also possible. You want to only download, then your dynamic update is going to be downloaded, but it is not going to work for you. You have to download and you have to install as well. So that is going to be happen for the just download software is going to be happen, and also it is going to install that software. And if I want to do the daily, so I can make the daily, and this is the best practice. You have to always update a dynamic update on daily basis, and the time I can decide. Let's suppose I want to make this dynamic update on the midnight, so I will put the 0 and actions download and install. Means midnight, when I do not have any traffic, I will simply download this, and after that I will install that. And you can just give the, like, you want to make the sync to the peer as well, right? Threshold is not important, you can leave it as a blank. Like you can see the content update must be at least this many hour old for the action to be taken. Means any content which is going to be 10 hours old, means any update is going to happen 10 hours old, 1 hour old, 24-hour old, you can put the threshold, but you can leave it. It is automatically do the any incremental update is going to happen. It will simply download and install. Sync to the peer, that means if this firewall is active firewall and any update is happening on this particular content dynamic update, this is going to sync to my peer as well. So this is how dynamic update is going to happen. Sometime when you're going to do the OS upgradation process and dynamic updates is not available, and correct dynamic update is not available, you cannot do the OS upgradation process as well. This is also very important. So you understand, I believe, the software and dynamic updates, guys. Any questions till here?
Regarding OS upgrade, you said one line, I missed that actually. If dynamic updates are not updated perfectly, then we cannot upgrade
Upgrade
OS
the
also.
latest OS.
Okay.
Prerequisite to have the OS upgradation, your dynamic updates are up to date. Some OS is mandatory to have that dynamic updates. They will ask you if this dynamic update version is not there. Let's suppose they're going to say 9041 is not available in your Palo Alto Firewall, you cannot update the OS. So you must have to check, and you have to install from file, or might be install on the daily basis, schedule base, whatever you're doing that. You can do the schedule, or you can just download from here. You can see, you can download from here and you can just install. After downloading, you can just have to install. Let's suppose I download it from here. Let me show you right away. So I click on the download, it will take little bit time, and then we'll see how it is going to install. So right now my dynamic update is getting downloaded, and then after download I will get the install file here and I'll install directly. there is no schedule happening on a daily basis. So let's wait. Once it is downloading, then I will install that.
Sir, as you told that dynamic updates, to update that dynamically, it is best practices daily basis, right?
Right.
So if any latest OS version is available, so how soon we need to upgrade that, or any recommendation?
It's a recommendation is like always you have to go on the very latest version, because if Palo Alto is recommending any latest versions, right? So you are the customer, then it is going to be get email notification by the Palo Alto. Hey, you are the customer. We release this latest version. You should update that, and that should be immediate actions. Might be within a month, within a week, or the same day. Likewise, you have seen like you are the Android user, iPhone users. Whenever Android is going to use any patch, you're going to get notification. Na, this patch has been updated. Means like it is available. You have to download and upload. Sorry, install that. Then after you're going to download and install that particular patch version of the your OS versions. So it is going to be get the updated feature of your mobile, and also they are going to give the warning why this update has been applied. They might be improve some security features. They might be improve some kind of the call handling features, camera features, processing feature. Similarly, in Palo Alto, what happened when they release any kind of new software, they will give the justification why this release is happening, what was the problem in the previous version, and why you should upgrade in these versions. So might be there is some bug, there are known issues, and that's why they are upgrading in the new versions. So you are going to get immediate notification by the email of the Palo Alto, and then you have to just follow that step and you have to upgrade that. And that should be
And
very
sir,
quick.
is it applicable for minor version also,
Yes,
or just
sometime
for major version?
minor version also sometime applicables. Sometime it's
Okay, sir.
recommended. There are preferred most stable versions available in the market. So minor version is the most preferred versions, most stable versions. So sometime release is going to happen. If you're running that 10.1.9 version, so you should upgrade your firewall 10.1.10.h versions. That's the most preferred version and most stable versions. So that's also very important. So for some reason it's not
Sir, one
completing.
question.
Yes, please ask.
Sir, dynamic update should be enabled for all the time, or only
All the time,
it's
all the time. Best practice, daily basis, midnight. Daily basis,
okay.
midnight. This is the
Sir,
best practice.
during the dynamic update, there is any chance it will be high the CPU utilization, which can be impact the production traffic or not?
That's why the CPU is not going to be high, but overall performance of the firewall is going to be degraded, because they are going to use your WAN circuit and go on the internet. So your WAN utilization is going to be down. It's going to be use the bandwidth. Your backplane capacity is going to be high, because they are going to process and install very big files. So that's
Hmm.
why recommendation is to use in the less traffic hour, not the business hour.
Okay, okay.
See, I'm downloading, but it's still not completed, because there could be certain regions, but it's trying to download, but download is stuck in progress. Any
So I
question,
have
guys,
query.
still here?
Yes, sir. Sir, if we download if we upgrade any image or operating system on my Cisco, especially I'm talking about the Cisco and Juniper.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to download that image, that portal, that website, Cisco website. So
Mm-hmm.
thereafter, we need to impose that image on our router. So
Right.
we we will get automatically notification, automatically image on my
See,
Palo Alto Firewall.
yeah, I got your point. Means in Cisco and Cisco router and switch, you have to download the software from the Cisco website. After downloading the software from Cisco website, you have to make the TFTP server, and then you have to upload to the TFTP server to the router, right? This process you're talking about.
Correct.
But in the Palo Alto, there is two method. One is the manual method. So again, manual method is you want to download the any software from the paloaltosupport.com, right? There is an account, Palo Alto support. From there, if you have the valid customer, you can download the software. After downloading software, you don't require the TFTP server. What you have to do that, you just go in the software, okay? And after
Okay.
going in software, you just, let's suppose I download the software in my PC, local PC. Here you can see I have the upload options. Let me close this one. Okay, there is a upload options. You click on the upload options, and then after you're going to get the window. If I click here, in this browse the file and upload it, and it is going to be done. Once you upload it, it is going to reboot your firewall and it is going to ask, you want to install? Yes, I want to install. It is going to install. And you want to sync to the peer, then it is going to sync to the peer as well. Means your HA peer is also going to be synced to this particular OS. Clear? You got
And
it?
sir, on active
Let me
device,
finish
it
one
will.
more thing. So this is the manual process, and there is automatic process also. Automatic process is just required the internet connectivity. You just check on it. Okay, you're going to get all updated software, and then you have to just select here install. That's all. Download and install. So right now there is no download option showing, but just install. After clicking on install, it is going to be automatically install all the softwares. That's all. Yes, Hemant, go ahead, please.
So will it going to impact the active unit, or maybe?
So whenever you're going to download the softwares, OS upgradation process, it is going to impact your unit. So the best practice whenever you want to do the upgrade or downgrade, there are two firewalls are going to be in the pair. So always the practice is, let's suppose this is my PA01 and this is my PA02. So if it is an active firewall and this is the passive firewall, so always upgrade first the passive. Okay. First, you upgrade the passive firewall. Once the upgrade has been done, then you failable the traffic and make this one as active and make this one as a passive. Then you upgrade. Meanwhile, there is no disruption is going to be happen. If you are doing the upgradation for the passive firewall first, so active is going to carry your traffic. Once you complete your passive firewall upgradation process, just make the failover. Means make your active as a passive, passive is going to become as active. So this is going to carry your all traffic and this is going to be just act as a backup. So now you can upgrade without any problem. So this is going to minimize your downtime. Almost there is no negligible downtime is going to be happen. Zero downtime.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Clear? Any other questions, guys?
Sir, during the manual update, iOS upgrade, there was a option that shrink to the peer or something. So in this scenario, if I am uploading the iOS version to Palo Alto 2, so it will affect to Palo Alto 1 as well, or the
So
options
see,
will not
this
be
is how it
selected?
is going to happen. If I just click, yeah, that's a good question. So if I click upload, right? Upload is basically the file is going to be uploaded on the both of the firewall. Okay.
Okay.
Just file. If you click on the install, okay, then it is going to reboot. If I click on the install, let me do that. Okay. Let me click on the this one 11 dot something. Let me try to do that, or hold on. I will show you how it is going to happen. Give me 1 second. If I click on the install, then it is going to be asked the reboot. Now it's click on the install. So it's trying to install the software. After installation, it is once installation is going to be complete, then it is asked to reboot the firewalls. Probably it is going to come. Wait for a while. So my firewall is going to upgrade it directly from the. This is not correct way to upgrade, but I just click it. So let's see that. Okay, the same update is going to be happen. The same version which I am currently using. So let's wait and it is going to show the exact like how it is going to be upgraded. So once it is going to complete, it is going to ask me you want to reboot. If I click on the reboot, then it is going to reboot.
In dynamic update, it will update the OS or only the definitions?
No, dynamic update, OS update, two different things. Dynamic update is your signatures. What is signatures? Dynamic update is basically real-time signatures. Means anything related to the virus, threat, antivirus, global protect, any URL filtering, anything that's going to provide the latest update for the any malware protections, any kind of the user database for that particular threat capturing, wildfiring capturing, means anything, global protect, that is going to on the dynamic updates. This never required reboot of the firewall. Okay. This not required reboot of the firewall, but this is going to require the reboot of the firewall. It is going to be minor update to just update the patches database in the Palo Alto firewall. Clear? Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so it will take time probably. A lot of time it will take. Let's move the further thing. So what we all understand, let me summarize. We understand how to take console. We understand how to take the GUI access. We understand how to take the management interfaces. We understand how to understand the OS hierarchy, how to dynamic, and how we can take the GUI access of the management interface. Let's move further and let me, okay, let's try if it is going to complete. 73% done. Let's see if it is going to be completed. Meanwhile, if anyone have any questions, please feel free to ask. It's taking a little bit time because it's a heavy software. So after it is going to complete, it's going to give the reboot option here only. And this is what I want to show you. Even you have the virtual firewall, the same process is going to happen. No change. Let me cancel it. It's going to take longer time. Leave it. So the next step, guys, let me just refresh the firewall. Okay, the next is I'll go on dashboard. Okay, let me complete the dashboard. You see, this is general information and that OS and all. Now you see here the logged in admin. In this login admin, what you're going to see that who log in right now. So right now the user is the admin, this admin. So anytime when you're going to log in the firewall, who all log into the firewall? The first one is going to be this IP. Means this is my computer IP. From that I logged in for the firewall via the web. Web is basically GUI, graphical user interface. And from this IP address means if I am going to take any access from the GUI, that is going to under the web communications. If anything I want to go and do from the CLI, right? Let's give me that. If I want to go and configure from the CLI, this is my CLI admin via console. So I have two connectivity, one from the GUI and one for the CLI. This is basically my CLI and what time I log in, and this is the idle time for this connectivity. So this is the basic who all logged in my Palo Alto firewall. Second thing, what changes I make it. If I make any changes, that is going to show me here. Means I make the commit by this admin. And what configuration I make the changes? I'm getting the output on my dashboard only. Device config system, that's the changes. I deleted this configuration, and timing also you can see here. So everything it's going to give me the output even for the any time you want to change. Let's suppose it's showing the 5 minute. You want to change for the 1 minute. It's going to refresh the data for the 1 minute. You want to change for the, let's suppose, manual any time you want to set. It is also possible you can do that manual, but automatically it is going to be 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes your dashboard is going to be updated always. And one more thing, guys, if you want to change it and drag and drop this all things, let's suppose you don't want to see this information, general information, or might be this data log, you can just cross in here. It is going to be gone. You want to not see this lock, you just click on that. It is going to be removed. You don't want to see this risk ACC application command center, is going to be removed. You don't want to see this one as well, you just remove it. You don't want to see this one, you can remove it. So anytime you want to remove any parameter, it is going to remove. If I want to remove this all is going to remove. See, nothing is going to my dashboard. Means one is minimum required. So I need to put, and I want to drag and drop again, I can do that. But if I want to bring again, or see, this is the what you guys see the software upgradation I did now. You remember? So you can see this device need to reboot for the new software. You can see.
Yes.
Because I upgraded the software when I want to install. After install, this warning is going to happen. So now my entire software has been downloaded and I want to reboot, then it is going to reboot. I don't want to reboot, else it will take a lot of time. So I just cancel it. But you are going to give this warning. Until or unless you are going to reboot, your software is never going to be installed. So this is what you're going to get a warning. Now I want to again get that all dashboard information. Then how I can get it? The layout is 3 columns. Layout is 2 columns. I'll explain what is the layout. 3 column means you're going to get 3 column, 1, 2, 3 in this layout. But I want to get all widgets. So here is the applications. Top applications, I can click it here. High risk application, I can click here. ACC application, I can click here. System. General information, I can click here. Interfaces, I can click here. System resource, high availability, logs. Means everything I can get it from here. Logs here, data filtering, all. Now all are available in this format. So I can do this way. I can put system here, drag and drop data loss here. I can put threat here. I can put like might be logged admin here. So you can just drag and drop. I can put here this one. I can put here this one. I can put general information this way, right? Or might be I can put this general informations. Let me put here and log here. So you can drag and drop whatever information you want to see. You can drag and drop. If you want to remove anything, you can remove. So 3 column means 1, 2, 3 column. If I want to make 2 column, you can just click on 2 columns. So it's just going to give me 2 column information. I want to make again 3 columns. You can make it 3 columns. Any widget you don't want to see, you just cross it, is going to be gone. If you want to see
What
again,
is the lock feature?
sorry,
What is the lock feature? Locks.
config lock. Where it was?
LOCK.
Let me see where it is.
You
Lock,
crossed
lock.
actually.
It is available here somewhere.
Yeah, it was. You click on
Okay, let me.
close
Okay,
icon.
this lock. Okay. So lock is basically anything is locked in terms of configuration that is going to be in this section, right? Any locks and all. No locks found. Any configured locked, any password protection that is going to be shown here. So this is a lock feature. So different kind of the logs. You have the system lock information means system is going to be lock, any config is going to be basically system is basically any firewall have this special logged in user admin interfaces, general information, application, that all is going to be there. So you want to see third, you can do that. This is a widget. So this is all about your dashboard. Means you're going to get real-time system logs here. You're going to get the config changes, system resource. This is a very important, guys. You're going to see the two CPU, one is data plane CPU, one is the management plane CPU. So right now, management plane CPU is showing the 0. Why it's 0? Because we do not have the any kind of the traffic on this particular firewalls. Because it's just we taken the management, but management is showing 12%. Why 12%? Because we logged in from the management interface. That's why it's showing the 10%. Clear? So this is all about the management. And what else? I will explain that risk filter and all later on. This application command center, this tab basically SEC. So I will explain later what is the SEC, and this is the logs. Okay, so let me quickly share my screen so I can explain in the better way now. If you're not able to visible, so let me share my quickly screen. The same firewall. I hope you guys are able to see my screen. You guys are able to see my screen now?
It's perfectly
Yes.
visible. Thank
Yeah.
you,
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, so now let me show my screen as well so you guys can understand. Hold on, because I want to show on the real firewall also. Most of the time now we are going to do this firewall. This is also my virtual firewall, and this is not firewall, the backend firewall. This is a different firewall. You can see different management IP, but we have the all parameters similar. See who is logging right now. What is my 3 columns? What is my 2 columns? What are the widgets we have? So same thing we have, and widgets can be always modify as per your like requirement. If I want to put this all value here, I can do that also. I can just change this information from the different row. Okay. And even I want to say the HA information, I can go here and I can check the HA. There is no HA enabled for me. HA cluster, there is no HA cluster. Interfaces, I have lot of interfaces, but 2 interfaces showing up, the port 1 and port 2, because we configured this port 1 and port 2. That's why it's showing the up and up. All right, guys, let me know if you have any question till here in this particular dashboard. Everyone is happy with this particular concept?
Still not clear with locks.
Logs not clear?
No.
See, system logs, right? You can see here in the Palo Alto Firewall, we have the logs, right? So you just go, it's just going to give me the.
I think, sir, this is regarding like a conflict or some lock condition for particular
yes.
applications.
So Palo Alto logs prevent the multiple administrators from making the simultaneous configuration change. So that's the log, means anything you're going to be do the configuration, multiple you're doing to do the configuration. So it is going to lock that, not going to allow that you go and do the multiple configuration on the same time on the Palo Alto firewalls to avoid the conflict of any config error at the same time. So if you want to lock any users, any kind of the system is going to log in, that's going to be config lock. Config lock means you are not going to do any kind of the commit changes. Means any changes we're not going to do that. So you can see here, this is going to be give that kind of the documentations. So config lock, the block other administrator from changing the candidate configuration. Only the super user of the administrator who set the lock can remove it. So if you're going to make any lock, means suppose I am the super user, I'll explain later on how it is going to be created, super user, network administrator and all. So they are going to lock some set of the users configuration. They are not going to be allowed, means any policy can be not created, any net policy, routing, nothing is going to be happen if it is going to be lock. Now it's clear? Who was having
Yep.
not?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Any other things, guys? Anyone have any doubt on this particular dashboard? Any sections where you feel I'm not comfortable?
And sir, also one thing, sir, during the configuration, like if for a single firewall there is 4 or 5 people are doing any changes with the same firewall. So during the commit button, so I think there will be two options, like
Yes.
if
So
you
if you're
want to
making changes,
commit.
let me show you right away. So always best practice, if config lock is not available, and instead everyone is allowed to do the configurations. So what is going to happen? Let's suppose I am in the services, I can just configure the DNS setting here. Okay, I run it. So if I click on the commit changes, so there is two options: commit all changes, commit changes made by me. So if I am the super user or device administrative, I have the full right of the Palo Alto Firewall, almost full right. Super user have few more rights. I'll explain later on how it is going to be happen and what right is going to be additional for the super user. But if I want to make the changes, I always use the commit changes made by me, whatever the user I have, not all changes. Let's suppose I am super user, you also super user. I am in middle of my configurations. I am doing some configuration, but I am in middle of my configuration. You complete your configuration and you make changes, commit changes all. Even my partially committed configuration is going to apply on the Palo Alto Firewall, and which is going to create a lot of issues in productions. Got it?
Yes, got it, sir.
So always use the best practice. Commit changes means commit changes made by me, not by all users. Julia, are you clear? Siraj, Pragati, Pankaj. Guys, come on. If any doubt, please let me know.
Yes, clear.
All right. So I believe we understand how to take console, how to take the GUI access, how to take the CLI access. I explained on the real firewall dashboard. So from next class, probably we have to understand what is the packet flow, what is the zone of the Palo Alto firewall, how the interfaces are going to be configuration, what is the VLAN configuration, what is the tab mode deployment, what is the virtual wire deployment, how we can configure the users. In firewall, the super user, device administrative, read only super user, device administrative, read only access, how we can give the role based access of different users. So these things are going to be covered in the upcoming classes. And okay, clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
All right, so I believe we are good for
Got
today.
it.
Yeah, if no question, we are good for today.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening, guys. Bye bye. Take care.
You
Okay,
too,
Sir,
sir.
Yes, please.
sir, can I speak after the class?
Yes, wait. Yeah, sure, we can. Just wait for a while.
Okay, sir.